So I had paid my law school fees. My parents had been able to gather the money. So when they paid us this money, I think it was 100 and something thousand. Tell me what I went to use this money for.
If my parents are watching this video or any of my siblings, please don't tell our parents. And if our parents are watching this, please let me to apologize to them.
I decided to organize a beach birthday party. The sister needed money for treatment. So this, my friend, now went to go and loan money. I was like, Jesus. So I've been doing.
We listen, we dance, judge. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Isabel Faith of All Shades of Faith, and as you can tell, I am dressed for the occasion because it is Valentine's Day. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the most ridiculous and most hilarious things I have done for love. I have like 3 or 4 top stories to share with you, but because I want it to be quite interesting, I asked my friends on WhatsApp and Instagram to share some of their most ridiculous and most hilarious things they've done for love as well. So I'm going to be what's the English now? I would share one of my stories and share one of theirs as well. And definitely I will be keeping everybody anonymous because we're not about to be casting each other on this channel. And disclaimer, please, we listen, we dance, judge. Let's get right into it. So before you get into the stories, if you are new here, I did this glam that you can see on your screen. I did it for you. It is because of you I glammed up today. So please, subscribe to my channel. As serious guys, please subscribe to my channel. What did I do to you guys? Like, there was a time I had 86 subscribers and then somebody unsubscribed. I don't understand. Why? Please get me to 100 subscribers now. I want to get to 100 subscribers before February ends. Please. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into the stories. Okay, so the first thing I did, not the first thing, but the one I can really remember, and I did it because it was also Valentine's Day period, that season, was for a guy I was dating at the time, and the guy's birthday was also in February. So I figured I could do a birthday / Valentine's Day gift thingy and send to him in Lagos. I was 7. I was based in Ibadan, so I was 7 in Ibadan at the time. So I went to a market called Duped. I was a copper. That's what, those that are non-Nigerians, we have this thing we do in Nigeria where you have a compulsory 1-year service to the nation type of thing. I went to a market called Duped and I went to use my alawi, that's what we call it. That's our allowance that we get from the government. At the time, I think it was 19,800, just so that those that are non-Nigerians can understand, 800 naira. And the year was 2011 or 12, yeah, something like that. It was 2011 or 12, February. Anyway, so at the time, our relationship was, you know, relationship drama now. So I don't know where we were arguing about. He wasn't just talking to me. So I figured that, you know what, let me send something nice to him so that at least it could spark up the conversation again. Since he wasn't talking to me, I just reached out to one of his friends and told the guy this is what I wanted to do, blah blah blah. So I went to this market, and in Duped, if you're familiar with Duped, there's a section where they sell men's things. So I went to this place. Mr. was for me, I know the market. Who do you want to cheat? You cannot cheat me. Blah, blah. Anyway, I got this really nice belt in a beautiful package and a perfume also in a nice packaging thingy. And at the time I was arguing with them, now this price is too much, and they were like, I can't get it anywhere cheaper. I can never. Anyway, they did mouth. You know how there'll be like 3 guys, you don't even know who is the owner of the shop. They did what they normally do, and I got these gift items. I think I even got a cake, and then I sent it via bus to the friend to help me deliver to my boyfriend at the time, and everything was good. But the problem was the birthday and Valentine came. He did not reach out. He did not say he saw the thing. So I called the friend. Excuse me, sir. Did our package not get to the recipients? He said, he got to him now. He doesn't understand what's wrong with this guy. He just be acting childish, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, I just wanted to confirm that you received it. He said, you received it, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, no problem. Life was going on. We were doing this coin, no problem. Don't talk to me. It's okay. I've done my own for the Lord. I've done it for love. It's not for the Lord. I did it for love. Anyway, one day I now went to Foodco. At the time, Foodco was fairly new and it was a supermarket, and usually things in the supermarket are always more expensive than regular markets, okay? So I was running errands and I don't know what I went to do in the perfume section, and then I saw this perfume. So the first thing that came to my mind was, said, you bought which perfume that you can see in the supermarket. I said, good. Please tell me why I was looking at the price of this perfume. The price of the perfume was looking at me, and I was like, it cannot be possible that in the supermarkets they are selling fake. It cannot. So why is the price of this perfume half of the price that I got it in the market? I wanted to cry. I was like, Jesus. So I've been duped. Like, I was duped, and the gift was not even acknowledged. So what is now the essence of this whole thing? That was one of the things I did follow up. It's really paying me. It was like, what was the point? Like, I didn't want the money. I stabbed because I want. Anyway, so let's go to the first story of this friend of mine. We listen with us, George. So I'm going to read out what she said. This friend of mine said that nobody sent her a message, but she went to apply for a loan just because she wanted to show that she's in this. So I'll just read it. I went to apply for a loan just because I wanted to show that I'm in this with when this guy needed some money for his sister's treatment. So the person she was dating at the time, I'm guessing, the sister needed money for treatment. So this, my friend, now went to go and loan money. It's not a bad thing, no, to be loaning. I know the reason I'm laughing is because I know the end of the story. Anyway, so she went to loan money. She said, Oma, I finished paying off the loan before I told my family, because what was I even thinking? Nonsensical nonsense. A loan that when I think about it again, I just wonder what I would have made if I invested the money in a business. To think, this is why I'm laughing. To think that that's the sister that she went to get loan for that was not feeling fine for her treatment. To think that the sister did not really send me safe. This is my best campaign. It can work. It campaign. Speaking of loan or whatever, so let me share another story. This is another thing I did for love. So I am from Ondo State, and I'm from the oil producing area of Ondo State. And those of us from oil producing areas of Ondo State, we usually get like scholarship funding and stuff when we're in school. So I got when I was in university, and then when I was in law school, I also got. The one for law school, however, came later. So I had paid my law school fees. My parents had been able to gather the money and everything. So when they paid us this money, I think it was 100 and something thousand. Please, you guys, tell me what I went to use this money for. If my parents are watching this video, or any of my siblings, please don't tell my parents, don't tell our parents. And if our parents are watching this, please let me to apologize to them. Oh my God. So anyway, this person I was dating at the time as well, I decided to organize a beach birthday party. It's always the birthday, and it's always because it's around, it's February. So, February is the month of love and whatever. I don't even understand. I don't get it. Anyway, I used my money, my super deck money, to organize a beach party for this man. See, the thing is, in the organization, I did market runs, like cook. A friend of mine, we also lost it together. We cooked together. I got nice things for myself as well. Like I got a top. I think I got 2 tops and a short. I got him a gift as well. Then I invited his friends. I invited some of my friends as well. And then we went to the beach. You know what is annoying me as I'm saying this story is that even me, I had not gone to the beach for myself on my own. Or when I was friend or something. Anyway, Asha went to beach. Asha did beach party. It was a nice party, let's not lie. It was a good time we had. Asha carried everything, bought snacks, did fried rice, jollof rice, drinks. It's my money I'm using to do this thing. No, I don't know who sent me. But it was love, because the love was a lot. The love was a lot. So we all had a nice time and party was over. Abi? Please tell me why after this party, one of my friends was not telling me that, my boyfriend, maybe they exchanged numbers and he was chatting with her, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't understand. Hey, you know the worst part? If it was just my friend that said it, I'll just feel like, he's a friendly guy, so maybe he's just trying to be friends with my friends because they were meeting. Many of them are dead about him, so they were meeting for the first time at that party. Anyway, when his friend now kept telling that, they still chat, blah, 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 maybe they are on Facebook, I'll not be seeing his comments on her posts and stuff. I'm not a jealous person. I'm filled with the Spirit of the Lord. I shall ask him, my uncle, this my friend, she told me you are chatting, you check me call. I said, yeah, she's a nice girl. Yeah, we kind of vibe. I was like, So
I use my hand to do party to bring somebody to connect to my boyfriend so that they can conceal the love. Those were some of the issues I had in that relationship. Okay, so let's go to another friend story. Sure, you see this one? I'm looking at my phone because I have to be reading the chats. This one is very...
Again, we listen, we don't judge. So what happened is that this my friend, apparently she used to send a paycheck to her boyfriend at the time. And when she dropped that message, I was like, I don't understand. Said I was sending my paycheck to him so that he can save it for me. I said, eh. So what now happened to the paycheck that they were saving? Now say, it ain't our boy. It ain't our boy's mail. And I said, okay, how long did you save your paycheck with this guy for? She said about 9 months or so, because she thought that if she was sending the money to him, he would be helping her to save the money, so she will be more prudent with her money. What happened was, anytime she sent the money to him, they will both spend the money, okay? But she had to always ask him for money to do anything. So if she wanted to buy groceries, she'll say, oh, okay, I need $100 for, because she's not based in the country. I need $100 for so. Then he will send the $100. And she would like literally have to send him receipts because she will use her credit card to buy what she says she's buying at the grocery shop. And then he would now refund her, my people. It now became an issue because if she says she wants to do random things like, oh, I want to do my nails, I want to get my some makeup products, skincare, the guy will be like, no, you don't need this. No, you don't need this. Then... So she couldn't even access her own money. And I said, okay, out of this paycheck, like how much do you give to the guy? She said, for instance, if she was earning $650, she would give him $630 and she would owe $20. I was like, for the things that we do for love. Anyway, this thing now became fight because he wasn't always wanting to give her money, and then she would have to lie. So she would have to inflate the prices of things that she bought. She would say, okay, I got groceries for $150, whereas she got it for $100, just so she can get her own money. The things we go for long. She said, so I started giving half and he'll be asking for full. That's the full paycheck. But I will always come up with excuses because the money was costing fights all the time. I cannot even believe the things I'm reading, but that's what happened, Sha. Okay, so let's go to the next story. This one is my own story. And when I think about this particular period of my life, I realize how the degree to which I was naive. I don't understand. I used to think that I was smart, like... But the things that love can do to you, you will not know. You will not realize it. Anyway, so I was dating this guy that used to act like he was the most intelligent person in the world. Every time we met, it would be a conversation around, have you read this book? Have you done this? You know, as a man, I'm even reading things about ladies, their reproductive system. I'm learning things about maybe their menstrual cycle so I can know how to be sensitive and blah. It's so touching. This man, such a thoughtful somebody. He'll tell me, have you read Every Woman? I'll be like, I've not read Every Woman. No. So do you know your temperament? That was the first time I heard about temperaments in my life. He said you have to read Tim LaHaye, spirit control temperaments. You have to kiniko, sanguine, melancholy, something. So every time we were meeting, it was always like I was meeting my supervisor. It was always a research group. He told me that when he was texting, he wrote his first book. That. Turns out this book was, you know, this tracts that they used to share for evangelism. That's the thing that he wrote. I'm not saying it's not a good achievement, but at the time, the way he used to mention these things, I should read this, I should read that. I said, okay. So anytime I'm going to meet him, there's a place in OAU called Gardens. Sometimes we meet in Gardens. I will carry jotter. I'm arranging my office. I will still do a blog about my office. I will find that book. I have that book. I have kept that book because... And he said that relationship was a project. It was like dissertation. That's so bad. Anyway, because of this guy, I'll carry jotter. I will come, you will draw in the sand, you will divide a square into 4, sanguine, melancholy. I can't even remember the remaining temperaments now because it's only melancholy and sanguine that is coming to my head. Anyway, it will tell me, so you are extroverted and introverted, this. You see how serious the conversation is? That's how serious our situations used to be. Because if we now use academic things to tell me, give me excuse as to why he was smiling at a lady or taking somebody's number and chatting with another person, he never really introduced me as his girlfriend. it was just a lot of almost. So the things I did for love that time was I was buying books. The pocket money I used to get was not a lot, but I will buy book. I bought new Bible sets. I bought spirit. You know the anointing is I can't go find that spirit control temperament book because maybe I occasionally throw it away same because it's just full of traumatic. It gives me PTSD because I will not be that relationship was a lot. Because now I remember that I almost failed in my part 3 because of this relationship. I'll go to mountain. We had a place called Mountain in OAU. I'll go and be praying for this guy. I'll be praying. I'll be fasting. I will not win. Hey, the things I did. He will tell me he wants me to dress. I don't want to go. No, the trauma of. But I remember that I used to study. Not for school, not school book, because I wanted to impress this guy. Wherever you are, the Lord will you. That's a lot to judge you. Okay, so let's go to the next story. I'm going to read this one out. Again, we listen, we don't judge. She says, when I started working, I once borrowed money from a senior friend to give a guy that I loved. We were actually in a relationship. He couldn't pay back on time. So, see, it's already 3 things. She borrowed money from somebody to give to a guy that she was in a relationship with, okay? Now, the guy she gave the money to, that's our boyfriend, couldn't pay her back on time for her to return the money to the senior friend, okay? So she said, so I received salary the next month and used the old salary to pay the debts to the senior friend. I had to add some money because the salary was not enough. I didn't put pressure on him, that's our boyfriend, because I was living with my mom and I had free transport to work, so that helped to ease my financial burdens at the time. So somehow I survived that month. At this time, this guy was earning 15 times my salary. So, why, sir? Why? He was earning 15 times the salary, so maybe there was just a little fix. And she was like, you know what, let me quickly borrow money from my senior friend so you can fix this thing and then you pay me back. And this guy didn't pay back. So now she had to use her own meager salary to pay the senior friend. And this guy wasn't paying back. And he was earning 15 times her salary. And that's what the worst part. Listen, she said at the time this guy was earning 15 times my salary, but my love was blurry. At some point, he wanted to pay me back, but his female friend, hey, are you hearing? Needed money urgently and he borrowed her. So if like, oh, my babe can wait. This friend, please, why do guys always do things like that? Like, Faith, calm down. She said, I look back and I honestly don't know why I wasn't thinking straight then. We broke up by the end of the year though, but when I needed to put money together to rent a house some years after, it came through with a cash gift. So maybe it's paid off in the end. My daughter will definitely do better. It did not pay off in the end because what he did was wrong. You had the money, but you didn't give me back. Then there was a friend of yours that needed money and you now borrowed that money and used that as an excuse not to pay me. Why? But I like what she said. Her love was blurry. And I wrote, if you see the way my mouth is ajar, the way love blinds our sense of reasoning, And she said maybe he didn't pay back because the money looked small in his eyes. And I'm thinking what it means is that he must have thought, that's what I said to her, this money is no biggie, I can pay back anytime. And that is just annoying because why? But that's the other story, okay? Okay, so this next set of stories are about things that we did for female friends. Okay, so I'm just going to share one of mine and then one of my friends. So she said, I'm not looking at my phone anymore because she sent it as a voice note. Apparently, there was this lady that came into the country at the time with her kids. And she was like, oh, we can't let a woman with her kids be stranded. So guess what my... Guess what my friend did? She excused herself from her house, from her apartment, and housed this woman and her kids. She now started squatting. The squatting was now the situation where she was not jumping from one friend's room to the other just because of this other woman that she was trying to help. But that was not the bad part. The bad part was she would make the kids she would do things for this man. She never acknowledged anything that she did. She not told me that the thing that even caused fight between them was they had I think a church event or something. And then, you know how there's always like snacks, drinks and stuff. So after the event, there was still leftover drinks and she wanted to take a particular brand of orange juice that was left over and there were other brands there. And this woman was insisting that she wanted to take that brand of orange juice. And she was like, I don't understand. There's another one. You can as well take that one. And this thing escalated. She said, orange juice. is what made this woman pack out of her house. That was what caused the fight. And in my head, I'm like, why were you squatting? Why were you going? But it's Inure. Then for me, which is where I'm going to be wrapping this video here, I was telling a friend of mine that there were certain stupid things that I have done a lot of stupid things in my life, okay? Like, when I think about them, I'm not proud, but I'm glad that I did those things because now I'm not dumb again. But the thing about me is that when I like you, I don't even need to love you. When I like you, I can do anything for you. I can starve for you. I can give, you know that thing in the Bible where Jesus says that if your neighbor is cold, take off your coat and give him. If they need a morsel of bread, you know all those going the extra mile. That's me. You don't have to ask me. I can borrow, like you see this, my friend that went to go and borrow money for her boyfriend's sister's treatment. That's me. I would do that. So anyway, there was this time I had like a part of my master's school fees with me and the whole money wasn't complete, but I had saved that much. So a friend was getting married. So I borrowed her some of that money for our wedding plans and everything. Wedding came and went, and then it was time for me to pay my master's school fees. My parents had added money at the time. So I was supposed to pay now. And then I was asking my friend for money and the money was not forthcoming. See, my people, do you know what I did? I ran away from the house. I did not sleep at home because what am I going to tell my parents? Why would I borrow somebody master's cookies? Like, but I'm just trying to say lastly, there are so many stupid things. I have stories for days. I've also borrowed a guy money to put into his car purchase because at the time I thought there was a future. So in my head, I was like, I'm doing understanding wife. I'm contributing to my husband, to my husband's car and all of that. And anytime I do these things, I always ask myself, when do I even use it? Because I save money a lot. So it's not like the money I save up or the money I have is as a result of what I earn. No, it's not what I earn. I've never really earned big money. Like at least back in the day, I didn't earn a lot of money, but I can save for Africa. So I always have money. All right. And then it became a situation of, oh yeah, give me back my money now. I think there was another one too where I borrowed money that I was supposed to use for my wig and gown. And then I need to wrap up this video now. As you're watching me, can you share with me in the comments the foolish things that you have done in the name of love, whether for a man or for a lady or for family itself? Because there are so many stupid things I've also done for family, but I don't know if we can count them as foolish things because, you know, family, you can't throw them away. So you will still do what you can do for family anyway. So this is where I'm going to be wrapping up this video. Share with me in the comments which of the stories was like, oh no, that you were like, why? And if you also have funny experiences, hilarious things that you've done in the name of love, please share with us in the comment section. We are going to be reading. I'm saying me, myself, and my 85 subscribers, we are going to be reading. And if you also have more stories, we can do a part 2. We can do the one where we're only focusing on ladies, on female friendships, because I got stories for days. And maybe one of these days, I'll have a friend of mine also sit down with me, or maybe my husband. We'll do a chit chat about the things that the shege that we are seeing in the name of friendship. And yeah, this is where I'm going to be drawing the curtains. I really hope that you have a beautiful Valentine's Day celebration. The irony of this whole thing is that the man I married doesn't believe in Valentine's Day, and it's kind of rubbed off on me. At the beginning of our marriage, I was like, no, we have to be doing Valentine's Day, because I was never lucky in any of the relationships before marriage to have people do Valentine's Day for me, because I was always looking forward to it. Now, I think I got a teddy bear one time, but it wasn't even for Valentine's Day. I think it was for my birthday or something. Yeah, and I'm not a teddy bear person, but at the time I felt like I loved it, but because I had never got anything like that. Yeah, so my husband is not a Valentine's Day person. Over the years, I've stopped fighting it and I've just accepted it. And so now, even me, it's just like any other day to me. But I appreciate I rejoice with those that rejoice on the day and celebrate the day. And I hope that you're having a beautiful day. Please don't use this day to commit adultery and fornication and sin against the Lord. Just celebrate your partner and let's keep it as beautiful as it should be. Just celebrate people that you love. That's all. And don't put yourself under pressure if you don't get Valentine's Day gifts. Take yourself out. Buy yourself something too. You are the love of your own life too. Okay? Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you loved it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Drop your comments. Which of the stories wowed you the most? Share your own experiences with
with me as well in the comments. And if you are yet to subscribe, please don't leave without subscribing. Till I come your way again, it is bye for now.